Hey everyone, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra. And if you haven't watched my previous video, how I activated Venus energy, please go and watch that video because you will get more information about Venus. And then you come and watch this video, so it will be easier for you to understand. So let's go for the topic of today. Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra. These are the nakshatras that already started with the Scorpio energy right now. So Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra, these people will definitely have, like, most of the time, especially in the reading that I have seen, it's like always these people have this issue, or more like they always have dual personality. They always have dual nature, dual personality. They have this two character within themselves, and that can have completely different from what they are showing off into the public than who they are in their personal life. So can have completely well-known public image, but personal life will be different than what it was present in public. As I say, Venus in Vishaka. Vishaka, this nakshatra, as I say, these are the two-faced people who will have this very strong. If there is any malefic or any conjunction or any direction that can intensify accordingly towards bad or good things, that we have to see the chart. But most of the time, Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra, these people definitely have this dual personality that they need to balance it out. Like throughout their whole life, they always need to do that. So they may have this split personality disorder, which means they will be someone who have this too strong character, and that will play out in a different timing. For example, in public they will be different, and in personal life they will be different. Or in personal life they will be someone who is very kind, but in public they may seems like a thug, or someone who seems like a gangster, or someone who seems like intimidating. People thinks, oh, this person seems like very dangerous, but deep down they are actually very kind. Or they will have this public image who's like very well known, very knowledgeable, very much kind or whatever, but in personal life they will be someone who have this addiction issues or something, that good and bad things. So this both character will represent their good and bad things, split personality. This is how Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra may represent themselves. So, can be a good actor with multiple character to play. As I already said, so this can make this person to have that very good artistic, where they can play any given character very well. Like they can play that character the best. They are the best who can play that given character to them because of their split personality they have within themselves. So can be introverted with so many undiscovered talents. So Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra, these people actually have a lot of talents, but Vishaka represents the Scorpio side of Nakshatra, and also this can makes this person to be very introvert and never show off their talent, or their childhood would be something terrible happen, or no, not supportive family or parents, or their social circle is not very supportive for them, so they will be just like hidden. They will like hide it and they won't show it off. Next thing with Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra is the opposite nakshatras are Bharani and Kritika Nakshatra. This both nakshatras is also very intense nakshatra, and Vishaka is already intense nakshatra, and the opposite is itself is also intense. So just imagine how this is going to be work out. It's going to be very much strong character within themselves. So this can make the person to be very cunning, smart, and can make anyone to work for them without much offer in return. These people can be very much sweet talker who can persuade anyone. But for the good side, these people will be a very much good businessman type of person who will have that balanced energy, who will be like a very fair enough within the business or in the personal life. So the next thing is maybe self-obsessed if it's in terrible placement. As I said, we need to look the placement, the conjunction, or any malefic, any direction, whatever it is. But this is like very generalized, I'm saying, for Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra. The very good side I have seen for these people is when they divide their energy, the two character that they have, that dual character that they have, they need to do opposite uh, opposite type of hobbies, or they need to keep themselves two different work, which will actually help them to balance this energy. This Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra can makes this person to have two type of income, or they should have, it's like they must have this balance between doing two things, like in routine. For example, these people need to learn two different type of arts, or must have two different type of hobbies, like learning martial arts and gardening. It's like two different things, two different things they are doing. They are learning martial arts, but at the same time they can have part-time hobbies, or something like they can do in their free time gardening. It's like two different things, and needs to have that polar opposite hobbies to balance their energy. So this actually will help Venus and Vishaka people. If you have this placement, try to do this one. Try to balance your energy by doing two different, like very different hobbies. Have to choose two different hobbies and try to do it as in your routine, or as your hobbies. Like you do a schedule and put when you want to do gardening, or when you want to attend a martial arts class, or any type of different, any type of different things other than gardening. Choose something that very polar opposite and see how much changes that can bring in your life for people who have Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra. So the next thing is, if it is bad place, then this can actually makes the person to be self-obsessed. If it's in terrible placement, this is just for the bad placement. If this is really in a very bad placement, then this can make the person to have very self-obsessive or self-centered energy. They have this energy that they want to have for themselves first, and then they will look or give for others. I mean, most of the time for material, we are living this material world. This is like literally happening every single day. So we'll have a past that not talked about, or only got to know after marriage, or after living with them after some years. So Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra, these people will have a lot of secrets within themselves, or they won't say to others, even to their partner, even to their wife or husband. Probably the wife will, if the person who got married, and it's a man who have Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra, and the wife he have, she may get to know his secret. Probably he got abused, or he got bullied in his early life. She will just get to know after they got married for 10 years or 11 years, something just like that. It's like very long term. After very long term they are living together, then only these people will reveal their secret, like who they are, or they have very dark past. They have been to jail or something just like that. This is just the example that I'm giving, okay? So for example, for the women who have Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra, probably they were abused when they were young, or they even have issues with their self, or they have addictions or anything just like that, and probably the husband will know after like 20 years living with them. This is how Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra will have this energy. And possessiveness can make the relationship ruin. So, out of all the Scorpio Nakshatra, this is based from my own analysis. So, I have seen Vishaka have the bad side of possessiveness and jealousy problem in relationship. And Vishaka is like highest, the first, I would say the first who have very high possessive and jealousy in relationship, especially if this is bad placement. So they need to have to balance that energy. That's why I say do the polar opposite hobbies. Choose two different hobbies and do it as in a routine. That will balance your energy for people who have Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra. Ego clash may happen if it's not well placed. So these are the all bad placements. If these people have, then this can be an issue. So naturally for Scorpio Nakshatra, it's like this for the eighth house nakshatras, whenever it's already started, I can see the possessiveness, the jealousy, or they have this survival instinct within themselves all the time. because eighth house is like something unknown. So these people will always feel like, oh, something is coming for me, even though they don't know what is coming. So that's the issue. This is why these people can have interest in occult science, because they want to know what is future, what is coming, what's all the mysterious things they want to know. They have that curiosity, want to learn as well. This can also makes the person to be possessive, or to be left have that this is mine. So they can have that possessiveness in the relationship. It's their survival instinct may clash in all relationship in their life, not only in romantic relationship or in a partnership or in marriage, but in all type of relationship. The problem with once Venus is coming into the Scorpio sign, Scorpio nakshatras, it's survival. The first thing that you need to remember is survival. Even for people who have Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra, you may attract your partner who are in the survival mood. They always want to protect themselves first, or they have this issue because in early life they may have this terrible traumatic childhood, or something happen, and that makes them to have this issue, or you yourself will have this issue within yourself that you need to heal. Then only this Venus in Vishaka will work in any type of relationship they may have in their life. But until they didn't heal themselves, or they didn't balance out their energy, it's going to have that clash. At least 50% they can have that clash in their marriage or in their relationship, because Venus represents marriage and relationships. So for people who have Venus in Vishaka and Nakshatra, the best example or the best activity I can suggest you is to do the two hobbies, two different polar side of hobbies, and try to do it and see the changes in your life, and let me know in the comment. So this is for Venus in Vishaka Nakshatra, and thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.